Welcome back. As promised, I have Lynn Watson. She's a volunteer with Sharing and Caring of Niceville, and she's going to tell us all about a really important program for our young students called Tools for Schools. Welcome, Lynn. How are you today?
Thanks. Great, David. Great to be here.
Before we get into Tools for Schools, let folks know a little bit about Sharing and Caring and what kind of things you guys do for us.
Sure. The Niceville Sharing and Caring was started in 1989 under the umbrella of Sharing and Caring Incorporated, which started in Fort Walton Beach about 5 years earlier. We were established to help coordinate community efforts to assist struggling families in the Niceville, Valparaiso, Choctaw Beach areas. We're primarily a food bank, but we also assist with rent, utilities, and some prescription medicines as funds are available.
Do you guys kind of act as a central repository for information about folks?
We do have a lot of information,
Yeah.
and we try to give that out as we have need to.
Sure.
We work
sure.
with the local churches and other organizations to coordinate our efforts.
It just makes us a little more efficient as a
Right.
county, doesn't it, with our
It
with the help that
certainly
we're
does.
providing? Sure.
Yes, yes.
And-
We're a United Way agency, nonprofit, and all volunteer. There are about 70 volunteers, and we're always looking for a few more good, caring individuals to volunteer.
And when Lynn says we're a United Way agency, that means when you're doing your annual United Way giving, you could look for Sharing and Caring and write that little
Correct.
code down.
Love
And that would
that.
stay right here in Okaloosa County. It would help out a lot, wouldn't it? You know,
Right, yes.
We need to make sure people understand what we're saying when we say those things, right?
Right.
And we have a new, not a new program, but a program that's been around a long time, but Tools for Schools, and that's a project that Sharing and Caring has kind of picked
Right, I
up.
know schools just got out, but we're already thinking about this coming fall, and this is a program that was started at Sharing and Caring to help children start the school year with the right tools. We know we want our children to be successful, and we know it takes the right tools to do that, and there are a lot of families that struggle to make that possible for their children, so we want to help fill that gap.
If you haven't had a kid in school in quite a while, wait until the August time frame, and you'll see those. Every retail outlet will have a list of things that every kid needs to show up with. Well, it turns into quite an expense, doesn't it?
It does. The National Retail Foundation did a study, and last year most parents spent an average of $95 just on tools for school, not the electronics, not the clothing or the shoes.
No, just
the basic
Just the
supplies.
basic papers,
Right.
pens and pencils and stuff they need to bring in.
Right.
Who's eligible to participate in this program?
Any child that's registered for the 2013-14 school year in our area, the Niceville, Valparaiso area, out to Blue Water, Seminole, Choctaw Beach, they need to have identification on file at our Sharing and Caring office.
Sure, but it's not very difficult to register, is it?
No, it's not. And we'll start registration next Monday, June the 17th, and we'll continue that throughout the summer. They can register until August 1st.
Now, how in the world do you know what students need?
Well, the schools supply us with their list put together by the teachers, different grades, and we take those then and use those lists and match them to the students that sign up with us.
So the first message you want to put out there is that if you've got a kid or children and you're struggling to get them the things they need to go to school, make sure you get a hold of Sharing and Caring in Niceville and get yourself registered.
Visit
right?
us, right. We're on Bullock Boulevard, which is just behind the Gulf Power building that faces John Sims Parkway.
Sure.
And
it's very important as a chamber that we have good employees once they graduate. So it's really important for us to make sure the kids have all the tools they need to be
Definitely.
successful.
Definitely.
Right? I mean, this is
Yes.
truly the foundation that's going to help them throughout their life with their
Right.
education.
Right.
Yeah. But there's a lot more that you need from us, isn't it? If you don't have a kid going to school and you're not somebody that needs any of these items,
This
we
could-
need you to help us.
To donate supplies.
Okay,
Correct.
there we go.
This could never take place without a lot of community support, and we will have lists available after the end of this month. We'll compile those and make them available. We'll put it on our website, and we also will have a link to it on the Chamber website. Folks can shop for supplies anytime this summer up until August 1st, drop them off at our office. We'll have a big day where we will have a Cram the Van. The United Way sponsors a day at the Niceville Walmart, and we'll have volunteers there, so folks doing their own shopping can shop and drop it off right then. And if you're not a shopper, don't want to buy school supplies, we're always open to receiving donations, monetary donations, and these can be designated as well for Tools for School.
If you are very fortunate and you have little children, I'll share with you one of the things we did on an annual basis as my children were younger. We would go out and shop for someone else, and it's a really nice way to get them the
Involve your
idea that
children.
that we are responsible for everybody, and if we've got a
love
little
that.
more, we need to help folks out.
Yes.
And so the end of the month, we're going to have the lists available, and we'll be able to get on either the Chamber website or the
Sharing
Sharing Caring website and get a list, or if you just want to donate some money, we can just donate some money, right?
Right, make your check out to Sharing and Caring and designate it for Tools for School. We'd appreciate that.
The magnitude of this problem, to kind of give folks an idea, we're not talking about 10 or 20 backpacks, we're talking about...
We did, let's see, we provided about 345 students last year with school supplies. So it is a huge effort on the part of the community, and we've been overwhelmed with the generosity of our community. It always amazes me how it comes together.
Yeah, that's amazing. That is amazing. And typically it's a backpack stuffed with all the stuff they need for their class.
It has been backpacks. We're not doing backpacks this year. We found that the smaller backpacks for the little first graders just couldn't hold the school
All the
supplies
stuff,
that they needed, including their little nap mat. So this year we're doing reusable bags that they can fill to the top with school supplies.
Very good idea,
Yeah.
very good idea. And so we're going to stuff those bags in, but it will be the stuff that they need for their particular class.
Right, and in years past when we've had adequate funds, we've been able to give them a gift card as well, so they can shop for additional supplies, shop for a backpack if they need it, or perhaps a new pair of shoes to start that year off with.
What a great idea, and it sounds like it's the community as usual is responding very well, and I see no reason why they won't again this year. Give the folks the contact information again if they were trying to find you at Sharing and Caring.
Sure, our number is 678-8459, and we're open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 2, and on Fridays, 9 to noon.
And you'll see on your screen, we should see that Sharing and Caring website is www.sharing-n-caring.org. It's on your screen, so please log on, make a donation, stop by. You can drop them off at the Chamber too, or you can drop them off at the Sharing and Caring Vote, a great program. Lynn, I think it's fantastic, and Sharing Caring is a completely volunteer organization. One of the wonderful reasons that we truly do live in paradise, isn't it?
That's correct. Thanks so much for this opportunity.
Well, thank you very much for all that you're doing. Don't go away. Next up, we have our very own Terry Voss, Beach Safety Division Chief. He's got some great information for you about how to survive the summer and enjoy our beautiful beaches. So don't go away.